Hey, Cancer. This is a general reading for the sign of Cancer. If you have Cancer anywhere in your birth chart, please know that there is a message here for you. Or if you were drawn to this reading, there is something here for you. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. Also, Cancer, these readings are really designed not to focus so much on the drama or chaos or anything that is really going on in your life, specific people, places, and events. This reading is really focused on you. You at the core of your being, you on your life's purpose, your life's mission. And what can we do? What can you do? What information do you need to help you on your life's path to achieve your authentic self and live a life that is authentic to you? There is a lot of information in this reading. So when I'm speaking, I'll provide information. And then also when I'm doing some editing, many times I'll add some comments that come across the screen, some words, some statements, some additional information that will come across the screen that I feel may be helpful for you on your life's path, your life's mission at this time. Just a nice way to gather more information. The more information, the more knowledge you have, the more informed you are, the better your life is moving forward, the better your path, the more in tune, the more in line with your life's path you can become. Oh, and look at this. We have that beautiful Hangman card as the underlying message of this reading. And I do love that you received that Hangman card, Cancer. That Hangman card is really about enlightenment. And it really is about going within. And it speaks, the Hangman card speaks to the peace that comes after chaos. Not the calm before the storm, but the calm after the storm. And how the storm has brought us to a place of enlightenment, a place of really living a life that is authentic to ourselves. And I do like that. And so again, with these readings, I do provide you with as much information as possible, which is why, sometimes I'll talk about yoga, I'll talk about meditation a lot. Sometimes I'll talk about diet. I'll talk about the placement of the moon, the placement of the planet, and really give you information and places to look that maybe you might not have considered. And ways to incorporate that into your life to help you on your life's path. Thank you, Spirit. And so, Cancer, this month, the first quarter moon does move through the constellation of Sagittarius. As that moon moves through Sagittarius, we will all be finding ourselves wanting to look at life's goals, life missions, and searching for the meaning of life. We'll also find ourselves being a little bit more optimistic, despite of any challenges or any thoughts that we may be facing. And really, what that is, Cancer, that is Spirit that is giving us encouragement that we need to find or to stay on our soul's path. Let's see how this Hangman card plays into your work life, plays into your professional life. Competition. competition at work is causing you discomfort and stress. This discomfort and stress, this competition, has you making careless mistakes. Careless mistakes. And those careless mistakes are causing you financial worries. See if we can get those tuned in here. Yeah, let's get those. Look at that. Can you see those, Cancer? Careless mistakes. Something was brought in to be a gift. That's why we see this Four of Cups here, Cancer. Something was brought in to be a gift. But you're not seeing it as a gift. You're not wanting it as a gift. It's turned into competition. And it's turned into a disconnect, a discomfort, and an unease that has caused careless mistakes. And those careless mistakes, in turn, it just took a snowball effect. Those careless actions has caused worry about money, has caused worry about stability, has caused worry. And so we have this beautiful Knight of Cups that is asking you to slow down. Slow down and don't panic. You're panicking. You're worried. You don't need to be. Do not panic. Do not worry. Do not stress. That is what you see, how beautifully that Knight of Cups is managing his thoughts, his feelings, his emotions, and how steady his steed is, how sure-footed his steed is. And while he has this chalice, and in that chalice is his feelings, his thoughts, his emotions, while he's handling that well, he's really looking past that. He's looking right past that and right to the horizon. He's keeping his eyes on the prize. He's keeping his eyes on the horizon. And he knows that that steed is sure-footed. He knows. And so that is about mastering our thoughts, mastering our feelings, mastering our emotions, and slowing down and knowing and understanding that this is part of the process. This is part of the process. And while other people around you, or why you may have a perceived notion to be stressed and to be panicked, don't stress, don't panic, calm down, take a breather, understand that this is part of the process. And by knowing and understanding that this is part of the process, by finding our calm, by finding our center, we'll be able to achieve and overcome and move into the future in a more enlightened sense. And I think that, again, that is why that hangman is showing up here for you, Cancer. And so a little hidden secret, or a little not so known secret, that hangman is actually practicing a yoga pose. So if we look closer, we see that yoga pose. And by practicing yoga, yoga can be a form of meditation. By practicing a couple poses or incorporating a couple mindful yoga poses into our day, that can help us find that calm, that balance that we're wanting to bring into our professional life, that we're wanting to bring into our career, our public life. And also, again, and we'll go back to the moon phase. By going back to the moon phase and knowing that as that first quarter moon moves through the constellation of Sagittarius, that Spirit is giving us the encouragement that we need to find our life's path. And also, we'll have that extra little boost of optimism that we need to help us transition, to help us get through that. Beautiful. Stay calm. Don't relax. This is a gift. And now that I'm looking at that, you see, the universe has brought you in a gift. The universe has brought you in a gift that you're not so sure about, that you're not so sure about, that you're not knowing if that is what you want for that. You're like, well, I don't know if I want that or not. But you have accepted it, you have taken it, and now we're going to be stress-free, we're going to relax, we're going to love, live, and enjoy the process of becoming. The process of becoming, the process of growth can many times be chaotic. You know, sometimes we bloom like a flower and sometimes we're born like a baby, but it's all about birth and regrowth and becoming. And what do we have here in your private life, in your home life? And look at you. There's another gift for you coming in, and it's about finding balance. And I think with all that has been going on in your work life, in your professional life, in your public life, that you've been so preoccupied about advancement, and you've been so preoccupied that you're not noticing what you do have in your life at this time. What you do have in your life at this time. And for you, it's about finding that balance and not resisting. Not resisting, putting, what is that, Spirit? Putting up a wall. There's a wall, there's a disconnect in your home life. I think this is an imaginary wall, an imaginary disconnect that has been created by your preoccupation with work, your preoccupation with getting ahead, and the not noticing what is already there, what you already have. So I don't see that card here. So if you are in a committed relationship, there's a barrier between you and your partner that needs to come down. And that barrier is being able to balance home and public life. Bringing down that wall, bringing down that barrier with open, honest communication. I will say, if you are not in a committed relationship, but you have been seeking a relationship or have been seeking a committed relationship, there is someone that you are not aware of that would like to connect with you on a deeper level, that would like to commit with you on a deeper level. And for you, that is where this wall is. That is where this wall comes in. That you need to let your guard down. You need to find and make room for a new person. And so sometimes the universe will not bring us in that gift of a new person. The universe will not bring us in that connection that we are wanting to make, that person, that situation, is because we have not made room for it. And so Spirit is asking you to make room for it. To make room for it, to make space for it. And to make room and to make space for it, it's going to require balance on your part. To make that time for home, make that time for you, make that time for a person. So even if that person isn't there, if you make time for that person, if you make space for that person will come in. And I do believe if you make space and make time for that person, you will find that that person has been there the whole time. Final thoughts, final messages. And here's that tender heart. Making time for you, making time for, yes, excess. Finding yourself in the mix, making room for yourself in the balance. Justice. Justice, a broken heart, justice, balance, excess. And I think that at this time, Spirit is asking you to not get lost in the excess. And I believe that that is you there. And that is you there. And so I love that this is a body meditation. Yoga is a body meditation. In helping yoga can help us find and reconnect with our bodies. Many times we will feel disconnected. We'll feel disconnected from those around us. We'll feel disconnected from the world as a whole. And that disconnectedness, why we're thinking that it is from the world, it's not actually from the world. It's a disconnectedness from ourselves. And yoga helps bring us back into our body and helps us connect with our body and connect with our space. And when we connect with our bodies, when we connect with our space, then we're able to enjoy all that the universe, all that spirit has to offer us. And I will also say, Cancer, that September 23rd, and I know I'm kind of in advance, and so I do want to give you as much information as I can. And I want to give you as much information as I can in advance, so you can prepare, so you can get ready, so you can know what to expect on creating the life that you would like to live, and how to use the energy of the universe to create the life that you would like to live. So September 23rd does bring in the fall equinox. And as that fall equinox comes in, it brings in intense energy. And that intense energy that equinox is bringing in will have us wanting to break free from the old and to start something new. And it will also bring in with it the motivation, that extra little bit of motivation that we may need to start or to implement something new. And so, Cancer, if we know that September 23rd is the beginning of the fall equinox, and as the fall equinox comes in, it's going to bring in intense energy. And what can we do with that intense energy? How can we focus that intense energy? And so what I'm proposing, Cancer, is that we take that intense energy to start something new. And we use that extra boost, that extra little bit of motivation to start something new. And we can take this time now, Cancer. You can take this time now to determine what it is. What is that something new that you would like to bring in? And I see this beautiful, wonderful Hangman card here. And again, we did talk a little bit about yoga, but it is about enlightenment. It's about going within. It's about finding the peace amongst the storm. And how can we incorporate that and gear that and focus that in, that we can start something new, that we can create, that we can bring something new into our lives on the 23rd? What are one or two little changes that you can make, that you can implement? Leave that in the comment box, Cancer. What is one thing, one change that you would like to implement into your life? And that is the message that I have for the sign of Cancer. Thank you, Cancer. You have a blessed week.